Hello and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2, where today I'll be continuing on with the Jurassic Park 2022 speed build series that I'm doing. And honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm having a lot of fun with this island, just trying to figure out how I want to make this park look. And so far it looks like what an actual zoo kind of looks like, or from what I know a zoo looks like from the one zoo that I've ever been to in my life. But yeah, I got a lot done in this video. I started on a new section of the park. I got kind of another half of it done. It was really good. I'm really happy with the progress I made. Now, I have been running into a few issues, and I forgot to mention this in the last one, but because of the problems I'd been having with OBS, I've had to drop my frame rate down to 30 FPS rather than 60 FPS. So the quality of video isn't going to be as good as it used to, but I'd rather have, rather be able to actually make the video than, have a really good quality one that I don't know is going to work or not. So unfortunately, that's just the reality of it, and that's how I see it being in the foreseeable future until I get a better computer, really. Now, I say I have a computer, I use a laptop just because I don't have enough money to buy a proper PC, but even this laptop doesn't have the worst specs. It's by far not the best, but it's certainly not, terrible. It's got a decent processor, fairly good graphics card, and, quite a bit of RAM. It's got, the specs needed to run the game. But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's really hot in Australia and it's struggling to deal with the heat, or maybe I've just packed so much into this park in terms of both dinosaurs and decorations that it's the game itself is starting to struggle rather than my laptop. I'm not really sure though, but yeah, I've been having some issues with crashes recently. Mainly when I try using one of the terrain tools. When I say that, I mean the depressive terrain tool, like the one that makes the ground go down. It's like the one that makes holes. So whenever I seem to use that, the game crashes, which is weird because it doesn't do it when I try and raise the terrain. It's just when I try and lower the terrain. So I have reported it, so hopefully maybe someone else out there is having this problem too. If you do run into this problem at all, please let me know. I want to know if it's just me, or if other people are actually having this issue. There's plenty of bugs in the game that I know a lot of people are experiencing, like the pterosaurs, mainly pteranodons, being able to escape their aviary, which is a bug that they said they fixed, but they have not. It still happens. So I reckon that's going to be another fix coming soon for that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Like I said, I got a lot done in this park. As you can see, I'm making a baryonyx enclosure, and then I move on to a ichthyosaurus lagoon, a pteranodon aviary, a dilophosaurus enclosure, and then a large Mamenchisaurus and Parasaurolophus enclosure. So I get a lot done, and I reckon after this there's going to be probably 3 to 4 more speed builds left before the tour actually comes. So excited for that, should be good. Yeah, I don't have much to say though when it comes to this one, because I've kind of explained the park as I wanted it to, and there's not a lot of small talk I can really make. I actually struggled a lot on how I wanted to make the path look. As you can see, I'm fiddling around quite a bit here, and then I soon choose to go with a lagoon because I thought that would fit that kind of square bit quite well. And it did. It worked out for the best, really. I mean, I'm really happy with that lagoon area and how it turned out. Now, I know it's only small, but there's only Ichthyosaurus in there, and I'll probably have a enclosure in the future, like Tylosaurus or something. Just to get, that kind of Jurassic Park the game dinosaur in there, or marine reptile, I should say. But yeah, this park is turning out a dream. I'm really happy with how it looks beautiful in my opinion. And honestly, I know it's not the best park that you could probably find out on the internet. I'm not the most creative person, I'm not the best park builder, but for my standards, I guess you can say, I'm actually really happy with how this looks. I like I said before, the kind of zoo aspect of it, how you walk in between like two enclosures like I did with the Draco Rex, which you're about to see, and actually no, I think I do the lagoon before I do the Draco Rexes, but the kind of Draco Rex area, and then the Baryonyx area, having that like walkway that seems like cut through the exhibit, and there's like the hills on both sides, and it just turned out really well. I'm really happy with how that looks and stuff. Just imagine though if we could have like alternate paths and stuff, like, you know, bridges over enclosures, and just stuff like that would be so cool. Like, or maybe like tunnels that you can walk through, maybe through like the aviary or the lagoons, or even just enclosures. You can have like maybe, you know, just terrain tunnels like that your guests can look up and see the pterosaurs flying above, or the marine reptiles swimming over. It'd just be so cool. But I don't really have, I don't think they're gonna add that to the game, because I don't know, maybe they'll add some more attractions. I can't say for sure. I reckon the the Jungle Cruise attraction from Jurassic World, I reckon that could make it. I already have an idea, or I have my own idea on how they could work that in. So it could be something like, it works very similar, or it works the exact same pretty much to the current tours. So, you have the path that extends out, and like you make your own curves and whatnot, forming whatever track you want. And instead of it being like a road type thing with the little lights and guides on it, it's actually like a channel of water, which the canoes or the kayaks or whatever kind of go through, and the dinosaurs can like walk up to it and like walk across it and stuff, and it'd just be so cool. And it can go through water too, so you can have big bodies of water where all the herbivores, because you wouldn't want to put it in a carnivore enclosure, but where all the herbivores kind of come and eat from. Maybe they could have like a proper, contained boat to have a carnivore thing, so you can have a tour going through a carnivore area. That could be cool. But they could have like through a communal drinking area for the dinosaurs. They could have it go through there, and maybe they can work out some way to get it through the gates, because through the fences, I should say, through certain gates or something, through like special gates. I reckon that would be so cool. And maybe like I said, tunnels for the lagoons, or like a submarine tour, like the one they have at Disneyland for Finding Nemo. Something like that would be so cool. Unfortunately, I don't know if that will come to the game, or even if it does, when. I could see maybe the canoe tour being in like a Camp Cretaceous DLC, because obviously we see it in Camp Cretaceous Season 1 when they see the bioluminescent Parasaurolophus, which I'd love to see in this game. That'd be so cool. And with the bioluminescent parasaurs, they should also add the decorative lights actually being able to, emit light, because currently they just, there's like a tiny bit of illumination. Not really. They do enough illumination for you to know that it's a light, but they don't, in the last game, I can't believe this, in the last game, they had decorative lights, the ones from the Jurassic Park era, actually generated illumination. So why can't they do it here? I used to when I was building enclosures, I'd have these, not forested, but these like areas that were thick with like shrubs, and I'd hide a light in there, and it would create this really nice glow, that like if a dinosaur walked past at night, it would look so beautiful. And I wish we could do that with this game, but unfortunately we can't. Looking at something like Prehistoric Kingdom, which has those lights, I'm looking forward to playing around with them. I'm just looking forward to Prehistoric Kingdom in general. That's going to be a nice change from Jurassic World Evolution. Being able to build really nice parks, like really bespoke, much more unique parks too. Whereas, you can build pretty, this is better than the first game, but at least the first game had placeable trees, which I don't know why they don't have here. I know there's probably a mod out there for placeable trees or something. I'm pretty sure there is, but I don't know why. Why don't we have placeable trees? Again, I reckon this placeable trees is something that will almost definitely come to the game, because the entire community is crying out for placeable trees. So that's definitely something I can see coming to this game. But yeah, I've kind of run out of things to say here. I might, no, I'm gonna try and last as long as I can talking to you. But here you can see I'm building the aviary, and I do like the styling of the Jurassic Park aviary, but trying to take nice photos in there can be a bit hard, because during the day it casts the shadows from the, I guess, corrugations, as you can say, from like the beams or whatever, so it can create these weird shadows. At least with the Jurassic World aviaries, there's no awkward shadows, which allows you to take really nice photos of the pterosaurs, like I did for the thumbnail for the tour video for my Alpine Getaway Park, or whatever it was called. I was able to take a really nice photo of the pterosaurs. It's one of my favorite photos, and I've got a lot of photos on this computer of just dinosaurs, like wildlife photography type stuff, and yeah, it's really nice. One thing, this is straying away from photos, but if you wonder why I kind of go into when I'm making a new dinosaur, pterosaur, marine reptiles, when I'm picking out the genes, why I do certain things, why I get rid of the negative traits, I don't know. It's like it's just something that's like, I don't want that negative stuff, even though it has no effect, because I've got, breakouts turned off, I've got comfort turned off, I've got fights turned off. It doesn't really matter, but I just do it anyway. And also I like to increase the social trait of my dinosaurs, because that increases their likelihood to socialize, which is really good for when I'm doing a tour, because that means I can show the dinosaurs, or just the dinosaurs that have social interactions. Really haven't seen any from pterosaurs, but I have them do their interactions during the tour, so I can show them off and you can get a good look at that, and I don't have to wait them around forever. So that's why I do that. I don't know many good skins, so that's why I use the random pattern thing, and it's also nice to see because you can get some really interesting stuff. So yeah, it's, I'm pretty sure most people do that. I do, if I remember, I'll try and eliminate like blank patterns, so I don't have boring dinosaurs, but sometimes I forget and I get boring blank dinosaurs, but sometimes they actually don't look too bad. I remember one of the Ichthyosaurus had the Svalbard skins, which was with no pattern. That didn't look too bad, really. I actually didn't mind that because it was just a black Ichthyosaurus, which was quite cool actually. But yeah, you know what, I don't think there's much left to go, maybe another 10 minutes or something, so I guess there is a lot. If you feel like just skipping ahead, you can go to about, I don't know, however long until I start talking. I may put a timestamp in if I remember. But yeah, if you're sick of hearing me now, go on, skip ahead. I'm gonna sign off here, and I'll wait, and you can wait and see me in game. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just kind of, speaking out my ass really. But yeah, you can skip ahead if you want. I'm gonna see you in game. So yeah, bye for now. Alright, so here we are in game, and yeah, like I said, we got a lot done this episode, so we'll just go through it as it comes. So first off, we have the baryonyx enclosure. What is it, 4 of them? No, 5. Oh wow, there you go. I wasn't looking at the numbers. But yeah, the white and blue one, try and find it, number 3, yeah, is my favorite. I think it looks really cool, kind of like an albino baryonyx. I reckon it looks pretty cool. Also I like number 1, is it this one, just with the brown and blue? The blue really stands out on this one, so it looks quite nice. Coming over here, we have the Draco Rex enclosure, wherever a Draco Rex is. Hello? There we go, here's one over here in the bush, so we can't see it, but it's a nice purple and blue pattern. Over here we've got another one sleeping, kind of greeny pattern. Another one, they're all sleeping, really? Okay, here we go. This one's, yeah, quite cool, like a green and purple. Not too bad, not the best. And then a kind of more natural yellow and green one. Quite cool, don't mind the Draco Rex. Over here we have some Ichthyosaurus, quite a few Ichthyosaurus. This one's my favorite skin. I actually clicked on this one first, surprisingly. But it's the Svalbard and Rana. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I reckon it looks so cool, kind of the black. Yeah. Sick. This one's quite cool too, with the blue and the Rana, the Amazon rainforest, I think. Another one that's the exact same. This one's not too bad because the colors are actually quite muted, so it stands out enough, but not in a crazy amount, which is good. Here we've got one that's probably my least favorite. It just looks yucky. Another Svalbard. I don't mind it without the pattern, not gonna lie. Maybe with a darker pattern this would look even cooler, but yeah, another Svalbard one. Another one that stands out quite a bit, but at least the pattern kind of matches up. Another really cool one here with like a darker red and a grey pattern. And back to the Svalbard one. So next coming over here we have a Pteranodon aviary. So we've got a few Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodons along with some Jurassic World Pteranodons, just to kind of show that progression in genetics, I guess you can say, changing the look of the Pteranodons with some old ones in the mix too. So quite cool. Don't mind the Pteranodon, it's pretty okay. It definitely got cooler once it got its Jurassic Park skin. And it's nice to know that the sounds actually work in the aviary now, because there was that bug that they fixed, but they still need to fix the flies being able to actually morph through the cage and attack your guests, because that is quite frustrating. Anyway, we got some Dilophosaurus, one with a blank pattern, another one with a blank pattern. Ooh, that's not a good sign. And we got a classic one, so we got 5 classic ones, I think. Yeah, 5. And then, oh, I really like this one, the orange and the blue. That looks really cool. This is why I think, oh, is that the same skin? This is why I think Dilophosaurus, like, improved so much, because just some of these skin colors are really cool on it. While in the last game they kind of sucked. Another one that's actually quite cool, I do like that. And back to the other original blank pattern one. And then we've also expanded up here into like an elevated point. I did spend quite a lot of time trying to figure out something to do here. I'm just going to leave this as a nature bit. I might make this like a shopping area or something. I'm not quite sure. But we've got a nice big herbivore tour with some Mamenchisaurus and some Parasaurolophus. So the Mamenchisaurus, there's what, 4 of them? Yeah. I don't know, yeah. Mamenchisaurus is whatever, but it's appeared in a movie, so I thought I'd put it in. We've got Parasaurolophus as well. We've got the 1997 pattern, there we go, and 2001. I almost said 1991 pattern. But the 1997 pattern, and then of course the 2001 pattern. Unless I'm getting them mixed up. No, this is the 2001 one, so yeah, cool. Nice, so that's everything so far. I still have a few species to go, because I kind of want to go for, I don't know if I said this in the video, because, yeah, I can't remember, but, yeah, I want to go and try and get all the, different dinosaurs. So I still have Spinosaurus to go, Stegosaurus, Ceratosaurus, Compies. I also want to get some from the novels, so like Maiasaura, and also from, the Jurassic Park brochure. We don't have Segisaurus, so I'm just going to supplement that with Coelophysis, and yeah, we should be good to go. But yeah, it's going to do it. So thank you all so much for watching. I do really hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!